Today we will be learning the first step in protecting ourselves online by strengthening our password security. It can seem like we need to create passwords for nearly everything we do online, and because of this, most people either use the same password to access all of their personal accounts, or they create passwords that are easy to remember. Although doing so makes getting into your accounts more convenient, it also makes it easier for hackers. Hackers can easily guess your password by entering publicly available information about you, like the city you live in and your date of birth, along with commonly used words and phrases, into password cracking software that uses mathematical formulas to generate all possible combinations. Before you begin to change your passwords, you'll need to know the URL or website where your account exists, like gmail.com, and your username, like jsmith@gmail.com, and the password you are currently using, like password1234. It is a good idea to write this information down on a list, which will be useful later. Organize your list by making columns labeled website, username, and password. Now that you have all of your account information organized, it's time to create unique passwords for all of your accounts, and the best way to create passwords that don't use words or personal information is by using what is known as the Schneider method, which we will be learning in this tutorial. The Schneider method has you take a memorable sentence and turn it into a password. For example, the sentence, "When I was 10 years old, I broke my elbow and needed surgery," can be turned into the password, capital W, capital I, lowercase w, the number 10, lowercase y, lowercase o, capital I, lowercase b, lowercase m, lowercase e, ampersand, lowercase n, lowercase s, exclamation mark. Taking the first letter of each word in the sentence and combining it with lower and uppercase letters, as well as numbers and symbols, will create a secure password that you will eventually be able to remember. Initially, these passwords will be difficult to remember, so write them down and keep them in a safe place, or consider using a digital password manager. Before you start changing passwords, you will need to have all of your account information with you, like the website where you access your account, your username, and your current password. This is where the list you created earlier will be useful to help manage your new passwords. Once you've created your memorable sentence and have turned it into a strong password, write the new password down next to your current information. You can now log into each individual account and begin changing your passwords. If you're not sure how to change your password on a particular site, a Google or YouTube search is a great way to find tutorials. For example, I can search google.com for the phrase, "How do I change my Gmail password?" and find many tutorials that walk me through the steps necessary in order to change my password. Now that you've used the Schneider method to create strong and unique passwords, you need to store your list of account information safely. You don't need to change your passwords often, and in fact, you should only change your passwords if you think your account has been compromised or accessed without your permission. Making these changes to your accounts can feel overwhelming, and it will take some time to adjust to all of the changes. Start with your most important accounts first, and work your way through all of your others. Unless your accounts have been compromised, you don't need to change all of your passwords at once. You might even want to set aside one day of the week that you devote to strengthening your online security. Now that you've created unique passwords for each of your accounts using the Schneider method, you can have the security knowing that your passwords are going to be much harder to guess and that your accounts will be much safer against hackers.
Created using Powtoon.